Welcome to the Global Resilience Exchange channel. I am the host, Daniela, and I am at DARJ Fall 2025, where the theme is Building Resiliency Through Innovation. And I have the pleasure of talking with Cheyene today. I'm so excited to be able to sit with her. She is a rock in the industry and a great contributor and cheerleader for us all in the field of resilience. And I'm so excited to ask her today about the 23rd edition of the Global Resilience Compensation Report.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to talk about this report. It's crazy to think it's been 23 years.
Wow.
And honestly, recently someone came to me and they highlighted our data, and I gave them reports going back to 2007. But I do have the first report that was published in 2001, and it was only back and front, very small.
Wow.
But here we have the 23rd edition. It's over 50 pages. It has tremendous data. And the reason why we started this report is because organizations didn't know what to pay individuals within business continuity. They either viewed it as a program management role or IT. Historically, we were more of an IT profession on data center recovery, system recovery, network recovery, but it's grown to be so much more than that.
True.
But this report is filled with so much great data, and I consider myself kind of a data geek to some degree, and I love looking at the trends. If you have not received the report, you can get it off of our website, resilience360advisory.com. There's a spot under research for career studies. This report is available to anyone complimentary, but let me just go through some of the findings. So this report is a global report. We received responses from over 50 countries.
Amazing.
It was launched in January, and then we published the report, I want to say in May. But the study is still available, so you can still participate and get your customized dashboard version. So as I mentioned, this is a global report, and we did convert all the currencies to US dollar. But the dashboard version, if you do participate, I don't want to sound like a commercial because these are complimentary, but if you do participate, you can get the dashboard for only US respondents, or we did produce a dashboard for Canadian as well as the British pound and the euro. So if we look through the global report, what's kind of fascinating is that we look at the trends, right? And 2023 specifically had the highest compensation increase on average of 10%.
Wow.
Now, granted, that's gone down a little bit, but the reason behind that surge in compensation, average compensation increase, only by base, not looking at total package, is that the demand was so very high due to COVID. It was a high due to looking at all the geopolitical issues, but now it's kind of gone back a little bit. So the data this year showed that there was a 5.7% increase, which is a little bit of a dip, but I'm not concerned because it's actually a recalibration of the market. We cannot continue with those high increases in compensation. It's just unsustainable. But what's interesting here is when we look at the data, historically, the average increase year by year is 2.4%. So that's actually it's 2.9, excuse me. So we're right on target where we should be. But if we look at the challenges in the marketplace, this is more than just a compensation report. Looking at the challenges, companies, yes, 2025 was a slow start, Q1 and Q2, because of the tariffs, because of the market instability and the political uncertainty, right? There's a lot of hiring freezes. But what we did notice is companies are trying to bring people back into the office. So that creates a smaller pool of candidates when they're looking to hire. Now, the resilience profession, I feel, and what I'm seeing from the companies, is it's definitely more positive when you take a look at other professions, like maybe a network engineer, maybe something in program management, because there is still such a need for resiliency professionals. The reason being is because a lot of those things that cause the hesitation or hiring freezes, the geopolitical instability, that does prompt hiring in resiliency as well. You also look at the supply chain issues, that also creates the market demand to hire resiliency professionals. But what trends we should look out for 2025 and the rest of 2025 into 2026 is the public to private talent shift. So FEMA, DHS, a lot of those individuals are looking to get into the profession and make that transition, right? There's also that rise of the tech-driven demand too. We have AI. So having that ability as professionals to think outside of the box and think about your program from a technology standpoint, and also the demand in getting quickly data to present to your executives as well. The geopolitical issues are continuing, so that is continuing to prompt hiring as well. But I encourage you, if you get the report, look through it. And as I mentioned, this is a global report, but we also dissect the data by gender, by ethnicity. We look at years of experience, not just in business continuity or crisis management, but total work experience, as well as certification, degrees, management skills, leadership skills. I mean, I could just talk on forever about this great report. So definitely, if you haven't received it, go check it out. Reach out to me if you have any questions. And like I mentioned, the study is still open. So although this is a great report, it's taking responses from all 50 countries. So the dashboard gives you the ability, if you participate, to get maybe perhaps only US data or only Canadian data, right? Or British data. And then you choose if you want your dashboard customized by job title or by years of experience. So when you look at the dashboard, you can see how your compensation really compares to your peers based on level of experience and degree and what have you. But also more importantly, you can use the dashboard to look at how your marketability is within your peer market. What percent of, let's say, vice presidents in the US have degrees? What percent have given presentations? So I encourage you to look through not just the report and the dashboard, but to look at it from not just compensation, but look at it from a marketability standpoint to kind of do a gap analysis on your skills and think about how you can make those into smart career goals in the future. So that's a lot right there. I just kept on going.
Excellent, Cheyenne. I really want to say that we appreciate the work that you're doing. It's such a tough conversation when you don't even have a base. And so I appreciate you creating the base for those conversations, whether it's a new hire or a negotiation or a promotion. You're definitely providing a service to us resilience professionals. And I will also say that I absolutely participated this year, and I will put the link in the bio so people will continue to contribute. And I encourage folks from all countries to participate. The more people that participate, the more statistically significant information we get. And Cheyenne, like she said, loves the data, but it's got to be statistically significant. It's not her first rodeo.
Yes, so true, so true.
So I have one more question for you, Cheyenne. I'd love to ask you, if you had to give one piece of advice to future resilience professionals, what would it be?
To challenge yourself. Think outside of the box. Don't wait for opportunities to come. And now these days, we have such a wonderful opportunity to take your career in so many different directions. Back 20 years ago, you found your career kind of tapped out or you hit a glass ceiling. And now the opportunity is endless. If you're in business continuity, you can switch and move into cyber, or you can switch and move into supply chain resiliency. There's so many different directions that you can take your career, and it's exciting. And I encourage people, if you going into this industry, don't be afraid to take on that next challenge. Make sure you're always career planning and thinking about the next step. But there's so much opportunity that you can really, well, I encourage you to also take a look and think about what is your passion, because not everyone wants to be in the governance role of BCM. Some people enjoy doing more crisis management and being in front of the action. So really thinking about what makes sense for you, what you really enjoy, what you're passionate about, but then getting back to what I said in the very beginning, challenge yourself. Take that next leap, because if you're not challenging yourself, you're not growing, and no one's born brilliant, right? So you have to always be working on it and giving the presentations and being active in the community and giving back.
Excellent. So we are at DRJ Fall 2025. So I'm going to put you on the spot. Can you give me one word that expresses how you feel about DRJ Fall 2025?
Friendship.
Oh, I love it.
And I say that because last night we were all different vendors, right? I mean, even though we're quote unquote competitors with each other in some cases, and I'm in the unique situation, I'm not really competing against anyone, what I do with the data or career coaching, But I was at a table with all different software providers, consulting organizations, and we were all laughing and having a good time. And I think at the end of the day, that's what it really comes down to, is that you come here, you network, and you have those friendships, and it's a great community.
Excellent. So, folks, if you are interested in the 23rd edition Global Resilience Compensation Report, please give us a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel, as well as leave a comment. Did you get your dashboard already? Did you participate? Is there anything that she highlighted that was interesting to you? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Cheyenne, thank you for your time today, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the conference.
Thank you so much.